yeah. Forever Lucky Pencil. Don't lose it.
Patrick's Lucky Calculator.
There it is. He is the only one that ever uses that one. All right, here we go. This is exactly what your problem looks like on the computer. I cut it right out of there, okay? The table below gives the dimensions of a bridge and a scale model of the bridge. Find the scale factor of, and here's the key phrase, model to the real bridge. So you got to read really carefully on that sentence. That's telling you how to set up the scale factor. Model, 2 is like your fraction bar, the real bridge. Yes. Model to the real bridge. Now, it doesn't matter if you use width, height, or length. You pick any one of them. Which one would you like to pick? Width? Okay. We're going to pick width. What is the measurement of the model for the width? 7 goes on top. What is the measurement for the real or for the bridge? 56. Now notice it says write your answer as a fraction in simplest form. So we have to try to reduce. Guess what number we should try to divide out of there?
5.
Divide out of 7. The only thing that divides into 7 is 7. So 7 divided by 7 is 1. 56 divided by 7 is 8. So your scale factor is 1/8. Now I want to show you something. Say you picked height. You still have to go model over bridge. The height of the model is 8. The bridge is 64. Guess what I should try to divide out of those two? What's 64 divided by 8? 8. You did the top one. 8 divided by 8 is 1. Yep. So it doesn't matter if you use width, height, or length. You're always going to get the same fraction. But the key phrase is that model to the real bridge. It tells you what to put on top and what to put on bottom. Questions on that one? Okay.
So the model is pretty much X. The bridge is like 1.
Yep. Yep. 2 different dimensions. Yep. Absolutely. Yep. 100%. Okay. So then they're going to give you this. Draw the image of the following figure after a dilation around the origin at a scale factor of 3/2. Well, we all know a scale factor of 3/2 is important. And yesterday we didn't deal with a fraction. That's why I want to work with this one today. What you want to do is to look at this shape and decide, like, are there some points that are really important to create this shape? For example, they don't have it drawn, but I would say this point right here would be important. Agreed? What are the coordinates of that point? Courtney? 8, whoopsies. 8, 12, you are correct. 8, 12. Somebody else tell me another important one. Tone? 12, 6, I would agree with that. Down at the bottom there, 12, 6. And Zayden, what do you think for the other one? 12, 12. I agree with that. Okay, so they didn't give us those points, but if we had those 3 points, we could create one, right? Okay. So when we work with scale factor, we have to take every x times our 3/2 scale factor and every y. You're going to have to show work on this. Okay, so we're going to take 8, and we're going to take it times 3/2. How do I take a whole number 8 times a fraction, Courtney? Very good. I put a 1 under that 8. What's my next step? Say it again. Yeah, cross simplify. Is there anything diagonally that can cross out or reduce? 8 and 2. Okay, 2 goes into 2 once. 2 goes into 8 4 times. Now what do I do? Times across. 4 times 3. 1 times 1. 1. So really, 8 times 3/2 is 12. What does that mean? It means this 8 now becomes a 12. Okay, now we go to the next one. What's the next number we're going to have to multiply? 12. So I put 12 times 3/2. Courtney helped us last time. Everybody, what are we going to do? Put a 1 underneath it. Marilyn reminded us, try to cross simplify. Is there anything that we can simplify? 2 and 12, so 1 and 6. Then we multiply across. 6 times 3, 18. 1 times 1, 1. So 12 times 3 halves is 18. So now every 12, this is the cool part, every 12 is going to become 18. That's kind of cool, isn't it? Because we have a lot of 12s. We don't have to remultiply them every time. Holy smokes, we're down to only one number left. What number do I have to multiply now? 6. 6 times 3 over 2. 6 goes over 1. 2 and 6. 2 becomes a 1. 6 becomes a 3. 3 times 3. 9 over 1, which is 9. So my 6 became a 9. So I now have 3 new points. Plot those points, bless you, on your graph. Plot those 3 points on your graph now. Plot those points. Now, I have 3 points. In order to get this right, what else do I need to draw? The shape. How many lines am I going to draw? Our gut automatically is like, oh, 3 lines, that's a triangle, right? But we want it to match the shape originally. So all you want to do is draw 2. Your shape should look the same. Remember, it's just going to get bigger or smaller. It's going to get bigger or smaller. So you're absolutely going to need some scratch paper today. Now, I want to show you one other thing on this assignment. How about this one? In a scale model of a television, 1 centimeter represents 6 inches. Okay? I have 48 inches. So 6 inches, 48 inches. 6 times what gives me 48? 8. So then what they want to know is how many centimeters is 48 inches? Well, if I took 6 times 8 to get 48, 1 times 8 is 8. Okay? This one says the television is 9 centimeters. 1 times what gives me 9? 9. So then I got to take 6 times 9 to get the other side. 54 would be correct. That's the scale one we already did. This one right here has a slider on the bottom. And all you have to do, computer on a tablet phone here, you just have to drag this and it does it for you. So what you have to look at is this one has a scale factor of 3. So I'm going to drag that out to 3. And then remember, blue was your original, or sorry, gray was your original, blue was your new one, and that's what you have to put over here. So that slider, yeah, the slider at the bottom will do it for you. And then you are going to have a problem like we just did, where you'll have to remap it. On this slider problem, though, if you had a scale factor of 1/2, where am I going to drag this slider for 1/2? It's always going to be at 1 when you start. If it's middle of where? Do I go left or do I go right? Tell me when to stop. Right there is a 1/2. Careful. That's 1 1/2. Okay, and that's why I want to show you this, because a lot of people do that. Like, well, it's at 1, Miss Off, so you just go a 1/2 more. No, remember, a 1/2 really is going to be less, so drag it down like 50 cents. Yes. So just be cautious of that. A lot of people go 1 1/2 and then it gets them confused. Okay? What's my goal? What's my goal? Get 100% before you leave so you don't have homework. Go to it.